What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Something that I've been looking to do for a long time now, and finally gotten around doing it. So basically a little bit of an introduction. My name is Marcus Tripp. I'm a bodybuilder from Sydney. I'm a classic physique competitor, and I've been doing it for quite some time now. So just inviting you guys on my journey into my bodybuilding world. And so the channel is going to be dedicated to bodybuilding and me giving as many tips and tricks as I possibly can, and also getting some feedback from you guys as well to help me on my bodybuilding journey. So hope you guys enjoy, and please like and subscribe if you like the channel. And just first up today, we're going to be doing a little bit of a chest training session that I did the other day. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and pick up a few little tips and tricks. Alright, so the first exercise that I like to do for chest is typically a cable crossover. And the reason why I do cable crossovers first, and you'll notice by the setup, I like to have the tension at the fully shortened position or the flexed position of the chest. So this is when you're doing dumbbells or barbell pressing, you can't really shorten the chest as much as you can on the cables. So the purpose of this exercise is just to get as much blood into the muscle as possible, because that's what happens when you shorten a muscle. It sends a lot of blood to the muscle and a lot of feeling to the muscle. So I like to do that first. It's not something that you're going to build a lot of muscle on, but it just hits that shortened range before heading onto the pressing. So my focus for this workout was going to be upper chest. So here I am just warming up with some incline dumbbell press. Now my energy levels weren't the best here. I was 1 week out from competition, but nevertheless I still wanted to push nice and hard. And if you notice with my form, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to contract my back into the bench when I lower the weight. So I'm trying to bring my shoulder blades down and back as much as possible and get a big stretch on the chest, because that is really where you're going to get most benefit out of the exercise, is if you get that big stretch, and just to you'll notice that you will get a lot more out of your workouts if you're using full range of motion. So you always want to use the furthest range of motion possible. You don't have to go all the way together, because there's not going to be much tension at the top of the range, but mostly focusing on contracting those shoulder blades back. And here's just another angle, me using a little bit more weight, and you can see that I'm really targeting the upper chest and trying to get those fibers up high on the chest to do the work. So moving up again, and I like to sort of pyramid up in weight. So the first few sets are 15 reps, and then working up, I think looking for about 10 reps here with about 40 kilos. I did do another set after this, but something happened with the recording, so you're going to have to just trust me that I did a set with 5 reps, and that's normally what I aim for my last working set, is about 5 or 6 really hard reps, always with the same form though, never trying to break form. Okay, so moving on, the next exercise is a flat dumbbell press, so working more the middle of the chest, or the bulk of the chest, and as you can see, I'm trying to use as full a range of motion as possible. Again, trying to really contract those shoulder blades into the bench and get a big stretch on the chest, and always being in control. Not coming up and touching the dumbbells together either. I'm just going to where the gravity against the weight is finished. So not having to go all the way across, just to where I sort of end up feeling the weight. So you'll notice a little bit that my right shoulder is a little bit higher than my left shoulder. That's a little bit of a shoulder problem that I have, and that's the reason why I generally choose dumbbells over a bench press, and it's something that I'll be working on this off season, is trying to get that a little bit more balanced through there, and so I can start using barbell presses again. So just moving up in weight, so lowering the reps. This is probably my heavy set now. So with this particular workout, I probably was looking for something a little bit lower in the reps for this set, but ended up cranking out a few more than what I would like to. But normally I want to be about 5 to 6 reps with this last set, and I'm going to do a drop set here. So I've got a lighter weight ready to go, just to really try and tax the muscle and burn the muscle out, and try and hit as many fibers as possible, always using the same form throughout the whole time, never ever breaking form, and always getting a big stretch and contraction through the chest. Alright, so moving on again, sticking with dumbbells again because of that shoulder issue, and this is a decline press, and this is an exercise that I'm not very strong at. It's something I've discovered recently, that I'm a little bit weak from this angle, because just with the dumbbell decline press, it is a little bit of a hard setup and hard to get into, so often gets skipped, but it's something that I'm going to be working on this off season, trying to really build up my strength in my lower pecs and a bit more flexibility. So I didn't use much weight with that, so I superset it with dips. Dips is normally what I do with for the lower chest, but because of that shoulder imbalance, one side seems to take a little bit more load than the other. So my strategy for the off season will be to use more dumbbells, and probably keep the dips in there as well, as it is a great exercise. And then I moved on to shoulders. I'm doing behind the neck press here, and the reason why I like behind the neck press is because it's going to improve that shoulder stability and mobility, trying to really pull those shoulders back. So same with the bench press, as I'm lowering the weight, I'm actually pulling the weight down, so I'm not the weight's not forcing me down, I'm trying to pull it down, and that's how I know that I'm in control of the weight the whole time. So, and then just moving on to some side laterals to tax the side delts. So I generally like to throw in a superset at the end of chest for shoulders, as there's already a bit of blood in there, and may as well try and take advantage of trying to tax those shoulders, as shoulders is something that I need a little bit more of. So, and by the end of this I was pretty cooked. So just finishing up with some dumbbell pullovers, just to stretch everything out. As you can see, I really focus mostly on the stretch with this exercise, and try and keep my hips stable as possible, and trying to suck in my stomach, and that's going to help me with performing vacuums and just overall ab strength, by keeping my hips still and trying to suck in my stomach as much as possible. And with this, you're just trying to stretch out the shoulders and the pecs as much as possible, and then contracting back up to the top. And when you do come back to the top, try and squeeze those biceps together and get a good squeeze in that in the chest. It's a little bit different angle to all the other exercises, so it's a little bit more of a different feeling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workout, and there's going to be more workouts to come hopefully, and other videos, supplement reviews, and some gym visits to all the best gyms across Australia and in Sydney, some meal prep advice, bulking and cutting, and just finishing off with some update on where I was at this stage. This was a week out from the Canberra Classic, so I wasn't in 100% condition, as it was the start of September, and the main shows that I'm focusing on this year in 2018 is the October shows. So, but I'm still in pretty good nick here. The Canberra show is a bit of a warm-up show. I'm trying to dust the cobwebs off and just see how I look and make adjustments from there. But I'm very happy with the progress that I've made this year, and very excited to step on stage. So thanks guys for listening, and I'll catch you again soon.